Hey everybody, welcome to our 2 o'clock live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, Renee and I are here with you every day on YouTube starting at 8 a.m. So I'm going to turn on the cool banner that she made to show you exactly when we're on. And so, yeah, we come to you each and every day, Monday through Friday. So you can learn about Luminess, how to airbrush if you have questions. This is a great opportunity for you to ask. We did these on our Facebook page for a long time, and now we're moving to YouTube. And so we want to be here for you guys. So it's not like, hey, buy the system and bye-bye. No, we are here for you. We make sure you love it as just as much as we love it. And so if you have purchased a system, let me get this one out for you too. It might look like this. And so this is our starter kit. It has the icon. Yours might look like that. It might be the legend, and the legend is just a little bit bigger but square. And the one that I'm using today is this one, and this is the Icon Pro, and that's 2-speed. Now we have different speeds because we also have tanning. And so, of course, that's something we are definitely going to be checking out, very soon, since it is summer. And I need my white girl legs to definitely get some sun up on my. So in your starter kit, one thing I love to tell people is it does come put together. So the only thing you have to do is plug in the power cord. And it comes with 2 large bottles of your foundation. And what's great about that is the fact that we give you those 2 large bottles to practice. So think of your starter kit as your practice kit, as you're getting your hands dirty and let's get into it kind of thing. Although with airbrushing, you don't get your hands dirty, but we give you enough makeup to start practicing, to get it going, to try it out. And then we do give you love. We give you some love. That is a hydrating illuminator. And it does have a little bit of illumination, not a shine or a shimmer, but more illuminating. And then we give you a blush as well. And the blush will change depending on whatever kit you receive. So the darker skin tones will have a different blush than the lighter skin tones. When you get your system, the one thing I would recommend is getting your everything out, plug it in, and with your stylus, put water in here and then put the cap on. Practicing with water first is a great way to learn about it. What it does, what it doesn't do, what you can get it to do, all of that. Hey, Nancy. I think I just said that we're on starting at 8. So we're on every even hour between me and Renee and I. We're on every hour. I put it down there. So I think that's what it's so funny you said that, because I usually pause, like I'll turn it on and then I'll wait a few seconds before coming on, because I knew that there was some kind of delay. And I wanted to make sure we were on. But anyway, so practice with water. Practicing with water just gives you some fun with it. The 3 things you do want to remember about airbrushing is hold it 4 finger widths away. It is kind of our pattern, or like it's normal for you to come in a little closer because we're so used to touching our face when we do our makeup. Or we do this, because as soon as you turn it on, there's air. Now the air that comes out, guys, it's like a little kiss of air. I mean, I can blow this straight into my eye, although that one tickles. I can blow this right into my eye. It's a small kiss. Like, look, it barely even moves my hair. It's just a small kiss of air that gets the makeup out. So doing it this way with water just lets you experience it. You'll also find out that nothing is being released until you pull back on this trigger. And that's the other thing. The second thing is you want to barely pull back, barely pull back. If you can put water all over your face and not have it drip down your face, then you have it down, okay? The third thing you want to remember is keep moving. You do not want to stay in one spot too long. And I think, again, thinking of traditional makeup, we're used to like covering it instantly. And that's not what we want with Luminess. We want to make a pass and then keep going. You go back and make another pass, but never stay in one spot too long. And then if you need more coverage, you go back to get more coverage. The coverage is not in makeup being released, like more makeup being released. The coverage is in passes. So whether you like light, medium, or full coverage, you're still pulling back light on that trigger. Sometimes when I first started, and even like I have a lapse in judgment sometimes when I'm in a hurry and I think, oh, if I pull back harder and let more out, it'll happen faster. And no, that's not the case. What ends up happening is I get too much on, it's wet, and it doesn't look, or it's not airbrushed look, it just looks too much. And so regardless of whatever you want, pull back super light on that trigger and practice with water. Now I am going to get started. I'm like, what do I want? What do we want to do today? I think, we always do all of the, the kit that we give you gives you enough makeup. I can do my whole entire face with what's in that kit. I can get full coverage with my Silk 4-in-1 without using anything else. And if you first start out, just concentrate on the makeup. Just do the foundation, get that down, and then we'll start talking about what you need to cover, So I'm actually going to go in with the Peach Color Corrector. And the Peach Color Corrector is a pre-cover. So it's going to give me a little more coverage. I do like full coverage. And so I'm going to put maybe 3 drops, 1, 2, 3. 3 drops in here. The Peach Color Corrector is great for dark circles, for sunspots. Now we do have a green color corrector, which would be good for redness. I also have a little bit of redness, but I'm not going to switch back and forth. I'm either going to use the peach or the green. I find that the peach is a little bit easier to use. Plus, I like how it looks underneath my eyes, so I keep with the peach. I'm not going to switch and do green just to cover up a little bit of redness. I'll still use the peach to do that as well. So I'm going to turn on my system. There's air that's coming out. I can feel it under my eyes. And I'm going back and forth, covering those areas that I need to cover, that I have my issues. And what is great about Luminess, regardless of whatever coverage you like, people are going to notice you and not your makeup. They're going to be like, oh, you look really good. You must have gotten a lot of rest during this quarantine. Like they'll notice you. They're not going to, or did you get work done in this time off? So you'll definitely it'll definitely make you look and feel beautiful, look younger, feel younger. But that's what I love, is that people notice you and not your makeup. They're not going to realize that it's actually the makeup making you look younger. Now, over time, it definitely will be the makeup, because we're not pulling on our face. We're not having to create more of the wrinkles and crinkles that we would create doing traditional makeup. Hey, Amber, how are you? Nancy, how are you? All right, so I did my peach cover up, and now I'm going in with my Silk 4-in-1. And I'll put about 5 drops. Oh, I can't see when I'm raising it up that high, so hopefully that was about it. And now I will go in. I have my stylus on. There's air that comes out, and now I will make my passes. Now notice I don't race. I'm just making my passes all along my face. And I probably, because I have the peach color corrector, I I blend that in, but I don't have to go underneath my eyes as much because I already have it covered up. And so I'll go in, make some passes on my forehead, around my temples, down my neck. Notice how it doesn't get everywhere. It is not getting into my hair. It's not getting on my earrings. It's not getting on my eyebrows that are already done. It only goes where I am pointing it. This is I'm doing the foundation. I haven't added any blush or anything yet, Amber. This is just the Silk 4-in-1 with shade 3. All right, so I'm going back and forth. And again, I do like full coverage. I like maximum coverage. Now, what we can do maybe tomorrow is I'll do light, very minimal coverage. I know that a lot of people like that and are used to that. Maybe you don't wear a lot of makeup and you're like, I just want to even out my skin tone. So we can definitely look at that as well, because everybody's different. I tell you guys, like, I can show you how to put it on, but finding the combination, finding the products that are going to be perfect for you is part of it. I mean, that's the joy. So that's why I tell you when you're first starting to get the airbrushing down. Just get how you airbrush down, because it doesn't matter what's in here, how you put it on is the same. So practice with water. Take a tissue or a paper towel and spray the paper towel. If you do that, you can see if you get any hot spots. And hot spots are when you get like of makeup. If you can color in a tissue or a paper towel and it look blended and you don't see lines or hot spots, you got it. You're an expert. Okay, you can come help me teach this. And so that's perfect. Sometimes it's easier for people to see it on a white piece of paper, or white construction paper is another good one that works. A thicker paper, or a paper towel. Don't do toilet paper, because we know that that's in rare and we need that. So obviously. And so make sure, sometimes you can see that, but just make sure that you are practicing. We do tell you to do this 7 days in a row. And by that 7th day, you'll have it down. Probably before then, but you'll love it. Definitely love it. All right, so now I'm going in. I've been using the Plum blush, but I think I am going to use, what is this one? That one's Soft Rose. This is the natural. Oh, I forgot to tell her to change that again. What is this one? Let's see. What do we have here? I think that is Plum again. Let's go in and do, is this Tulip? I feel like with my orange, should I do natural? I'll do Soft Rose. All right, I'm going to do the Soft Rose blush. So I'm shaking this up. I haven't used the Soft Rose in a while, so I'm going to shake it up a little bit more just to make sure that all that pigment is really mixed in and I'm getting that true color. Oh my gosh, Amber, you're so sweet. So sweet. I feel like I'm really matte though. All right, so my Soft Rose, 1, 2 drops. That's it. That is it. You don't want more than that. If you do more, you're going to look a little crazy. But just put, like we know Renee loves her blush. And so just do the 2 drops. If you need more, you can add more. I always recommend with new people starting to airbrush, do the blush first and then airbrush the foundation on over it. It really will help you in doing the blush, because it will, when you do the foundation second, it actually will blend everything for you. So I'm going to take my blush. I can feel it right at my cheeks. Now I'm going to pull back on my trigger. And I can feel it coming out because I feel a little bit of the wetness. And now I'm going to switch. Do I have this where I want it? Absolutely not. But because I'm doing just my cheeks, I'm going, and just the blush, I want to give a break to each side. See how I keep going back and forth? And you want to stop right to the point where you almost like it, where it's almost to the shade that you want it or the degree that you want it, and then stop. And the reason for that is because the blush will come out. It does bloom a little. And so having it bloom, if you stop right before the spot that you like it, then it'll be perfect for you. You can always add blush later. Even if you do blush first and then the foundation, and then you look in the mirror and you're like, no, I think I need more blush. Add more blush, add a drop of blush. You can do it at any point. That's the joy of Luminess, because if I did my blush first with traditional makeup and then put my foundation on over it, you wouldn't be able to see it. There is a certain order that you have to do everything, because foundation covers up everything. It's not going to work like Luminess. Oh, thank you, Amber. All right, I'm going to put about 3 drops of Love. Love is a hydrating illuminator. It's not going to give you a lot of shine. However, it does grab a little of the light. It does show up a lot better on darker skin tones, so you can use it as eyeshadow, highlight, whatever you want it to. Lighter skin tones, just make sure you don't overdo it, because it's more flesh color. And so if you're like, oh, can you see it? Can you see it? You'll be like, whoa, okay, too much. So go a lighter. You don't have to go lighter, but just don't be so heavy-handed. So now I have my drops of Love in here, and I'm going to use it as a highlighter right at my high cheekbone area, down my nose, and on this side. And then I'm going to add a little bit. I think I did actually too much. But can you tell the difference? This one does not have it, and that one does. See how it grabs that light a little bit? So it is very, very subtle. With Love, I'm showing this side of my face, Love. Love, no love. Love, no love. So there you go. Now I'm going to add Love back to this side. I have stuff in my teeth. Okay, I think I got it out. I'm going to go a little bit inside here, even on my Cupid's bow, to make my lips look pouty. I like my lips to look pouty. All right. And so there you go. Now I just did what I call a blowout, which means the system's on and I'm just blowing out what's left. I will clean this. If I was in my bathroom, I would turn on my hot water, clean it, and I'll be good to go. Because I'm not in my bathroom and set up in my another bedroom, I will do it with my Tip Top cleaner. But it is important to clean this. Without the stylus, you can't airbrush. And so make sure that you are taking care of him, and make sure you do clean him every day. All right, what lip? The lip I wore yesterday would have been perfect. The Calypso Red with my shirt, but maybe I'm going to do a neutral now, and then we'll do something fun when we come back. So this is just Merengue, which is neutral, but I'll add some fun colors on the floor. This is like velvet going on. I just love how it feels. This is the Vinyl Slick Liquid Lipstick. There we go. And it just feels so nourishing to the lips. It feels amazing. So, all right, guys, there you go. See how easy it is? If you practice, if you keep going, don't give up. I know a lot of people, or I hear a lot of people do airbrush, or I've talked to so many doing this for so long. They're like, oh, I didn't like airbrush makeup. I'm like, oh, really? How many times did you try it? And they're like, once. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on it. Guys, you were not an expert the very first time you did regular makeup. So what makes you think you're going to be an expert the very first time you do airbrushing, and it's a different way of applying it? Make sure you give it a chance. And if you still don't like it, come back to my live chats, ask us questions. That's what we're here for. I promise you, everyone should love airbrush makeup. Everyone would love airbrush makeup. If I was in the bathroom and showing you exactly how to do it, this is the next best thing. I am right here with you, and Renee and I are going to make sure that you love it just as much as we love it. All right? All right. Oh, yay. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. So good seeing you guys, and I will see you soon. All right, bye for now.